It's been 5 years since the Yim Tin Tsai revitalisation project began, and it's been 3 years since I last visited the island to see how things have progressed. So I decided to return once again in November 2018 to see how things are going. Well, the weather wasn't great in Sai-kung to begin with. But after a short ride on the Yim Tin Tsai ferry, I arrived at my ancestral island to find the weather looking a bit more hopeful. First impression on my return, the place is looking more welcoming. On my last visit, the house at the front was refurbished and used as a shop. But now it's an office, and part of it is also a little diner, so visitors can order food and eat there and admire the sea view. Some things haven't changed. Many of the houses are still derelict, but that's one of the reasons why visitors keep coming here, to see old village houses of Hong Kong's past. After my family's home was renovated and rented out, others started to follow suit, so people are finding it more desirable to stay here, probably to get away from the more hectic city lifestyle. Leaving the village for a moment, I walked along one of the trails at Yim Tin Tsai, taking me to the Breakwater, which links Yim Tin Tsai to the Khao Sai Chau golf course. Decades ago, before the golf course existed, my relatives used to use the land there for farming, so it was interesting to walk the trail and experience how long it would have taken to go from the village to the farmland back in those days. As I grew up in England, I naturally walk faster than Hong Kong people, so I was able to reach the actual golf course entrance in roughly 45 minutes, although I did stop several times to take photos and record videos. Upon reaching the entrance to the golf course, you have two options. One is to go and play golf, or return to Yim Tin Tsai, so I returned to the village. The final visit was to the salt pans. Not much has changed here. We still get a lot of visitors come to see how coarse sea salt is produced. Obviously, this is not a salt pan for mass commercial production. It's more for educational purposes as students and tourists come to learn how salt was made in Hong Kong in the past, but with some modern techniques infused. As I said, the salt pans aren't used to produce salt on a mass scale, but what is produced can be purchased as little souvenirs. So that's how things are for my ancestral village. I'll be sure to return to Yim Tin Tsai in the future to see how things are going then.